I do all types of other stuff on the side, but it's just all about originality, you know. Whatever you're truly passionate about, don't do what somebody else is passionate about and you see the, you know, the flowers that they're receiving. No, do what's in your heart, because what's in your heart, you can knock it out the park. What's meant to be is gonna happen.
Like you said, you're a jack of many trades. What are some of the things you're working on?
Man, right now, I want to do everything at once. That's why it's so hard for me, because one day I want to be right here doing the clothes, and then over here. Right now I'm in the process of finishing up my home, remodernizing my home, renovating. I gutted out my whole house on my own. I had paid my little cousins, you know, to come help me out and teach them a few things. But besides that, everything else I've done on my own, from my kitchen to my living room to my basement, my bedroom, everything. And it's not easy. It's like, let's say I do something and then I learn something else, because it's not based off of schooling. It's just off of my own personal experience. So it's like, damn, I made a mistake. You know what? I'm gonna go back in, you know, even if it's more work for me, the coolest part is going back in, knowing I can go back in and fix that error. And that's the dopest part about life. Certain stuff you can't, you know, you can't refix, but certain stuff you can. So the stuff you can refix and go over, erase, and, you know, rewrite, go for it.
That's dope, man.
And not look at everything as hard work neither.
So like,
have fun with it.
I know you're very big on clothing, and you were just telling me you have another brand of some sort coming up. Tell me more about that.
Up and coming.
What's it called?
Right now I got a son and I got a daughter, you know. Foreign, I just want to push that as far as I can. That was originally for me, my son, and then I got a daughter. She's 1 year old. I just wanted to brand her, you know. Her name is so unique and it's original. I went and got that, you know, I went and got that patent, you know, the first day she was born. Her name is Kaomi, middle name Rose, so Kaomi Rose. It'll be in the store near you, stores near you.
So it's more like
for women.
Okay. Your target audience is women, you know, all age ranges, I'm guessing? Because
for foreign is for everybody. Kaomi Rose is for women, little girls, grown women. You know, we gonna push that as far as we pushing foreign. We gonna push it all.
If there's ever a market to hit for fashion, clothing, it's what? Women, right?
Yes,
you know,
sir.
so I don't know, man. Power to you, man. Chase it, keep chasing it.
Appreciate it.
You're doing a great job, man, and we'd like to see more from you. You know, speaking of that, do you have anything else coming up?
Looked up to, he said a line and said, find your purpose or you wasting air. So I just always look for my purpose, my special purpose, you know, my special calling, and I just always turned it up, even in my darkest moments. I always wanted to turn it up, and like every day I always wanted to make it at least, if not 99, 100% every day. I want to just change it up and make every day count.
Right on, bro. That's dope. You know, that's a good characteristic to have, especially in this artsy business. You know, it's difficult because it seems like it's a wave now. Everybody wants to do the artsy stuff, but there's very few that actually understand the type of work, you know, and you are, you know, you've been kicking it, you said 7 years, you know, 7 years down the road now you've been doing this, you know, and it takes time to even get to the point where you're at right now, you know, and people want to come out the woodwork yesterday, you know, like, yo, I'm here, I'm big. Like, no, you have to work for this stuff,
You
man.
have faith in the process.
Yes, you know, so what was your process like? You know, I know you had doubters, you know, we all had doubters, but what was sort of like your personal issues that you had to deal with, you know?
I remember my aunt, Chantella Wallace, that's momager of Shiffy Wallace, you know, shout out to Chantella. I remember I had came to her when I first had the concept. First it started off as a concept. I'm like, damn, I want to brand this. And I know she was always one of those individuals in our family that was always good with the business side. Like she owned her own clothing store, daycare, you know, like I said, the music side, like she done it all. She still like doing stuff, still pressing. Like tomorrow she might come up with a different idea, and that's where I get that from as well, you know. But I remember I came to her and I was like, I thought, you know, when you got somebody in your family that kind of, it's like having a millionaire in your family, but she got $1 million ideas. So I came to her thinking that I could like kind of benefit and take the easy route. Like, I need help. Can you help me with this? And she kind of hit me with the, you know, I'm not gonna hold your hand, but what you need to do, write out a business plan, Google business plan and how to get that started, you know, and come back to me, basically a presentation, like, you know, go to school, you know, like I'm gonna take you to school, do your homework and come back to me, I'm your professor in a sort of kind of way. And I remember I did that and I came back, you know, and I just learned a lot. I Googled business plan, and with that business plan, it was like basically where I see myself in the next 5 years with my business, next 10 years, what I want to do, what kind of garments I want to put out, what projects I want to put out. And from there, I just began to get inspired.
Man, that's dope, man. It's very good. You know, those type of people in your life, it's necessary, you know, not... And you were fortunate enough, you know, I was fortunate enough to get to know Miss Wallace, you know, so very good people, very genuine people, man. So that's dope. I like the whole fan interview. Is there anything you would say to yourself if you could go back 7 years, what you know now? Is there anything you would say to yourself?
I would say, man, I would tell myself, be patient. Be patient, that's all. Patience is the key, you know, don't rush it, but at the same time, don't just sit around, you know, wasting time, but at the same time, don't rush it though. Take your time without wasting time.
Okay, so like, let's go back to the clothing. Tell me like sort of your process. How do you sort of create, you know, your vision and materialize that?
Me personally, I read a lot. Listen to audiobooks, listen to music. I'm a visionary type of person. Like everything I see, I get fully inspired by, you know, it could be one little thing and it'll just take me out of this world. Like, damn, okay, let me try this, let me put this out, you know, and then the dopest thing about, I don't look at like everything that I do, I don't look at it as, oh, I'm gonna knock this out the park. It's like a process. It's like whatever I do, I use social media as my platform, put it out there. If they don't like it, you know, some might like it, some gonna love it, some might not bite it. But if they love it, I keep going with that. Whatever, you know, don't get the best reception, you know, I put that in the back, bring it out. Maybe it might be the wrong timing or it just might be a bad idea, but I always stick to what's always perceived the best.
That's the greatest mentality you have about this stuff, you know, because it's not like you're necessarily following the trends, you're sort of creating the trend, you know, in a sense, because people have to like what you're selling. You know, I'm sure as a businessman, that's basic, you know, people have to like it, you know, in order to purchase. Yeah. So to be consistent, you have to meet the requirements and the vision of these people, and you seem to be doing very well at that, because I guess the point I'm trying to make is you have a passion for it, you know, and there's a big difference between people who are doing it just to do it and people who have passion for it, because you can see the vision in their clothing, you know. We were at Chiffy's, what's the thing we just had for Chiffy? Her hearing for when she was dropping the album, you know, just even that.